हाँ ठीक है, ये भी चलेगा।
ऐड करो, मेरे को स्कोरिंग नहीं आ रहा है।
Ball, game number 2. Acha, the off right away. A single start of the innings. This tournament being sponsored by Hedge and Sachs, Servowell and Quickart. We thank the sponsors for their support. And with their support that these events can be held. Salman taking strike for the first time. Atamo again slightly short, plays it in the air, cuts it towards between man at gully and third man. Ball races away towards the boundary. And the first boundary of the tournament, first boundary of the bat of Salman. He moves on for slightly cheeky, but it was placed well between the man at gully and third man. Score 5 for the loss of no wicket. He's pulling it a bit too short, trying to dig it in. Be more better if he pulls it a little bit more fuller. Brings the man to drive. This time slightly, that's much better, much fuller. And Salman again trying to go for the cut there. Ball wasn't there to cut. Well kept by the keeper. The ball was dying on him before it reached him. The score remains on 5. 10 teams vying for the trophy. This time slightly more short, slightly short, and swung away towards the deep mid wicket for the second boundary. Score moves on to 9. And Salman moves on to 8 of the 3 balls that he's faced. 2 new teams adding to this tournament. Intratech, who will be seen later in the day, and SPIRA Power, who are now on the field. Anish again, this time again short, played over the man at mid-on, couple of bounces to the fence, she goes, score moves on to 13. He moves on to double figures, he's dealing in boundaries. Not the ideal start that SPIRA Power would have wanted when they decided to come into this tournament. Firstly running into a champion side and then not bowling to your strengths. This time swings it away down to the man at mid-on, well fielded, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 14. That's the end of the first over. Costly first over comes to an end. 14 for the loss of no wicket. Salman batting 13 of 5 and Anish having to face a single ball, and he scored that single. Surya from right arm around the wicket, asking for an LBW, wouldn't get that, probably pitching outside leg. That's what you got to do, bowl it up to the batsman, bowl from a short run up. But a good start to his over, although from bowling from round the wicket, not the ideal option, but probably want to tuck the batsman up. This time bowls it wide and the keeper lets go of it, and one more run, 2 wides added to the total. Score moves on to 16, brings Anish on to strike. The umpire warning the keeper not to roll the ball down, keep it up. This time plays it down towards the man at point, no run there. First second dot ball of the innings. We'll have to string a lot of dot balls together. Should SPIRA power. He's a bit nippy. The ball's zipping off the surface when he delivers. And that's a good sign. We'll want to hurry the batsman this time. In the air, so chance for the man at gully. He had walked in a couple of steps, so that allowed the ball to go over his head and gets him a single. A bit cheeky, but gets away with that. He moves on to 2. Score moves on to 17. Let's see, how does Salman approach this one now? This time in the air towards the man at long on. A single there. Much better bowling. He's bowling it up. Salman will have to take his chances. If he mistimes one, probably the men in the ring could come into play. Score moves on to 18. Edge this time beating the man at short. Third man is not able to cut that one off. The ball goes to the boundary. Score moves on to 21. So it moves on to 22 rather, along with that. And Anish moves on to 6 of 4 balls. He gets his first boundary. Sun playing cat and mouse. As soon as the clouds come in, there's not much of the sun. The light goes down, bringing the man at short third slightly squarer, rather finer this time. Much better ball, waiting for the umpire signal. It's been called a wide, so score moves on to 23. All of a sudden, the over which was going at run a ball is now gone to 1.6 per ball. We'll want to finish it off with a dot. More ideal if he gets a wicket. Nearly plays it on down the wrong line. A misfield there allows the single to be completed. And allowing that overthrow. Is there a chance of a run out? Asking for that. Umpire gives him out. They say you never run on a misfield. They're asking for a review.
अच्छा इधर है ही नहीं कुछ
विनीत,
व्यू किधर है
रिव्यू बाहर से थोड़ी बोल सकते उनको लेने के लिए.
बाहर से नहीं बोल सकते
हाँ, तो अंपायर को बोल दे. उन्होंने उसको उकसाया वहां से. दे कैन नॉट आस्क फ्रॉम दैट. बोल दे. अंपायर ने दिया. ही हैज टू कंसल्ट हिज पार्टनर वहीं से. यू कैन नॉट टेल फ्रॉम आउटसाइड.
वॉकी पे बता दो ना भाई को वॉकी है
मेरे पास नहीं है. पूछ ले. बोल दे. Long off coming in. He keeps it down to a single. The man at covers is now moved to long off. There's no mid off. Man straighter down the ground. Much better line this time. Through the man at covers. A single being taken. Much better lines this time. Just giving away 3 singles so far. Score moves on to 34. Salman on strike. Plays it down to a short fine. Again a misfield. The moment they misfield, the batsmen sneak away a single again. So 4 singles of the over so far. Score moves on to 35. Surya from round the wicket. Oh, just nearly missed. Playing around down the wrong line. End of a very good over. 4 overs completed. 36 for the loss of no wicket. Anish batting 13 of 12. Salman batting 19 of 12. Surya finishing his second over gave away just 5 runs of this over. 2 overs 15 for no wicket. And Iyaz Ahmed 2 overs 21 for the loss of no wicket. Iyaz to continue. This is the 5th over. Penultimate over in the power play. This time gives him width and he sends this towards the point boundary. Couple of bounces. Score moves on to 40. He moves into his 20s. He's now 20-13 with 4 boundaries. So 40. This time plays it towards the man at covers. Well fielded there. This time doesn't miss field, so doesn't allow that run. चेयर चाहिए विनीत विनीत एक चेयर चाहिए चेयर नीचे आ जाता हूँ हाँ ठीक है Again, this time plays it down the ground. The man at long on, coming to his left a few paces, keeps it down to a single. Trying the second round. Is there a chance of a run out this time? And this time they succeed. Needless wicket given away by Salman. There was never a run there. And good tagging by the fielders. A good throw to the bowler and smart thinking. Sends Anish back. .41 for the loss of 1 wicket. Brings the captain Jikesh on to the centre.
ये प्रेजेंटर होता है ये उसकी फिगर नहीं होता और मैं अच्छा हुआ तुमने बोला तुम्हारे पास पीसी है उसमें ग्राफिक कार्ड है ये मैं सिर्फ बैकअप था लेके आ गया मैं सोचा तुम्हारा पीसी यूज़ करूँगा पीसी तो है नहीं है
वहाँ पे बोला था ना मैंने बोला ना उस साइड
तुम मुझे लगा पूरा सेटअप यहाँ हो गया तुमने बोला पूरा बन गया है कंप्यूटर रूम है ये है वो मैं बोला पूरा प्रॉपर बन गया होगा फंस गया था अगर ये
towards short line. क्योंकि मेरे को ना फिर वहां से पॉइंट ये एरिया नहीं दिखाई देता है, ब्लाइंड हो
यही
जाए।
एंगल में थोड़ा दूर जा सकते हो।
अच्छा,
अच्छा, ये रेंज खत्म हो जा रही है अपनी।
अच्छा, इधर इधर बैठ। हाँ ठीक है, चलो
मैं तुमको दूसरा माइक देता हूं, उसकी रेंज ज्यादा है,
ठीक, चल
फिर आगे बढ़ जाना।
ठीक। End of the over, 44 for the loss of 1 wicket. Man out. Anish, he was needlessly run out. 13 of 12 balls with 1 boundary. New bowler now coming in, it's Rahul, replacing Surya. Salman batting 25 of 17 with 4 boundaries, and Jikesh, who's just come in, has got a single to his name of the 1 ball. Much fuller line, asking for a cotton ball. Bowling it right up to the batsman. Good start. We'll have to keep it up the same way. Pitch it up to the batsman. Let him drive. And this time bowls it a wide. And the keeper misses it too. We'll wait for the umpire signal. It's just a bye within the tram line. So not so good keeping. Not able, the keeper not collecting the ball cleanly. Now these are much better line. Plays it with soft hands. The man it covers, and a single being score moves on to 46 with the last over of the power play. 3 more balls to go, and then you'll have the field relaxed off. Wild swing. He's again a bit zippy. He's bowling it from a slightly lower trajectory, not the high arm action which you look for the ball to bounce. It is going to stay a bit low, so playing across the line would not be an ideal situation. Play until then you play it. Say this time again mistiming that one, playing it from the inner half of the bat, and goes to the man at short mid wicket for a single. Last ball of the power play coming up. It's 47 for 1, so things starting to look good for SPIRA Power. They were leaking runs at the rate of 11 runs an over, now brought it down to 8.06 as we watch the last ball. Full toss and sent back in towards the deep backward square leg for a boundary. 50 coming up. 51 for 1 at the end of the power play. So 8.5 is the run rate as of now. Would have been much better had he finished it off with a dot. But nonetheless, it's just 6 runs of that over. So 51 for 1 at the end of power play. As we have another bowling change. The new bowler. Short. Wait for the umpire's signal. And he's called it a wide. So a wide to start off. Score moves on to 52. Habib Mohammed just bowling from his few paces. A slightly round arm action, more of a spinner. Again, another one will be called wide again. Trying to move the ball away from the batsman. Wait and watch how he bowls the next one. Much fuller. The moment you bowl it onto the stumps, just brings Salman a bit uncomfortable. That's what you need to keep doing. Don't let him open his arms. Score moves on to 54. Onto the pads, plays it with soft hands through a short mid wicket and completing another single. Again onto the pads, placing it towards short mid wicket, this time straight to the fielder. So no run being scored there. Much better comeback. The moment you keep it onto the stumps, you've got better chances of keeping the batsman quiet. This time fetches it from outside the off stump towards wideish long on. And another single. Score moves on to 57. 56 rather. 2 more balls in the over to go. Again, much fuller. And another single. So Jikesh biding his time. He knows he has enough gas in the tank to go big later in the overs. Play these overs, collect those singles, and then with wickets in hand, they can really post a big total. This is a side that has made it to the finals on both the occasions. An inner edge towards the man at fine leg to complete the over, a single. End of 7 overs, 58 for the loss of 1 wicket. 7 runs coming off this over. So last 2 overs have yielded 13 runs. This partnership now 17 of 15 balls. Rahul to continue. He's given away 6 runs of the first over. Salman now more sedate in his approach. He's now 29 of 25. It started off well with 3 consecutive boundaries in that over. Full toss and will surely be called a no ball. We'll wait for the umpire signal. And a no ball, but the umpire a review for that. The second review taken by PETROFAC. They were successful in the first review when deemed run out. And eventually he was run out. And this time Salman, reckoning that he had played that one above the waist, it's been called a no ball, so it'll be a free hit to Jikesh. Again, another successful review by PETROFAC. That's the advantage you have when you know your game and you know what you're doing. Will be a no ball again. So the free hit continues. First time it was for above the waist, and the next one was bowling outside the tram line. This time much better delivery, full close to drive, and Jikesh manages to get a single of that. Couldn't make much use of that free hit, so he gets a single. He moves on to 9. Score moves on to 62 for the loss of 1 wicket. Much better ball, much better ball. That's what you got to keep doing. Keep telling yourself to bowl it in, up to the batsman. Because Salman's not driving the ball. He's trying to wedge it more than he drives the ball. So the moment you bowl it up, you always have a chance to sneak that one under the bat. Off the bat, it could go onto the stumps. The moment you bowl it short, he's more happy to rock back and play it. This time full toss in the air, brings the man at long off on to play, but he misjudges that one. Yes, Ahmed, the fielder there, completely misjudged, never was in control of, would have been more better. 66, that boundary. Again, in and half of the bat, sends it down to short fine, a single. Score moves on to 67. Score 67 for 1. Again, foolish ball, plays it. The man at point, the man at short, third man coming in, but Jikesh is quite a quick runner. Converts that single into 2. The man at point hardly moved, and that allowed that second run to be completed. Score moves on to 69. Last ball of the 8th over coming up. This time drives it towards extra covers. The man there trying to field it with his foot. Not a good effort. Concedes a boundary. Score moves on to 72. An expensive over. 14 runs coming off it. Loss of 1 wicket. 8 overs completed. 72 for the loss of 1 wicket. Going at the rate of 9 runs an over. Mohammad Salman batting 35 of 29 with 5 boundaries, and Jikesh batting 14 of 9 with 2 boundaries. Habib to continue onto the pads, off the thigh pad, races away towards the fine leg boundary. Score moves on to 76. That was off the bat rather, so 4 more runs to Salman's score. He moves on to 39 with 6 boundaries. A faint tickle. This time slaps it hard towards the man at long off for a single. Score moves on to 77. .77 for 1. Again, Jikesh is more happy to play second fiddle. Plays it softly towards the right of man at point and collects that single. Score moves on to 78. 78 for 1. This time gives a bit of it, but straight to the man at covers. Salman not happy with himself. Probably thought he could get a few runs there. Not to be. Score remains in the over. Couple of balls more. Yorker length, digs it out towards short fine. Keeper fielding allows the single to be completed. Score moves on to 79. Could come back after conceding boundary of the first ball. This time Jikesh plays it towards the man at fine leg. The captain Azhar there doing the fielding. End of the over. 8 runs coming off it. 15 of the 2 overs that he's bowled. 80 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 9. This is the Oil and Gas Premier League Season 3, the first day. This is game number 2. We have 2 games going on simultaneously. The first game on ground number 1 is between Oil Serve Risers versus DNO Dynamos. Both these teams have promised a lot, but unable to deliver when at the crucial junctures. This is what they will be looking to do this time. PETROFAC, champion side, they were the inaugural champions, and then the next year they lost out to COMPINES Arabia, who had been seen in action today. All the teams will be in action on the first day. We have 3 more games to follow. Start of over number 10. We have the left-arm spinner coming into bowl, asking for an LBW. Going down leg side, probably. Are they asking for a review? Pinging the batsman onto the back foot, but probably that one's going down leg. It hasn't straightened much, so batsman lucky to survive that. In the air, plays it towards the man at long off, 1 bounce, collected well. Score moves on to 81. Bala, the new man, left arm spinner, bowling from round the wicket in between. A shorter run up than a usual spinner would have. Let's see how does. Full toss and plays it towards a long on, 1 bounce, collected by the fielder, keeps it down to a single. 82 for 1. Couple of steps asking for this one, but probably batted. Is that why the batsman he wanted to sweep wasn't sure of that? He just predetermined that he was going to sweep him, but ended up playing a half-cock shot. Salman has just indicated that he wants a change in bat. The last shot that he played had a sound which wasn't too pleasing for any batsman. Cuts this one, brings the man at short third man. Is there a chance of a run out? Missed. The keeper not in a very good position. He should have been behind the stumps. He didn't move a bit, and that's absolute sloppy. You need to get those chances that come your way. You cannot keep stationary. You might be a keeper, but you got to be agile. You need to be thinking. Cuts it from the line of the stumps. The man at short third, juggling a bit, allows a single and the second to be completed easily. And not really good fielding by SPIRA Power. So the end of 10 overs, we have the first break, 85 for 1 at the end of 10. Mohammad Salman batting 44 of 35 with 6 boundaries. Jikesh Pulikol batting 18 of 5. The man out, Anish, run out for 13 of 12 balls. He was run out by Christopher and Balaji. Bowling analysis: Iyas 3 overs 29 for no loss, Surya 2 overs 15, Rahul 2 overs 20, Habib 2 overs 15, and Bala bowling the 10th over, just giving away 5 runs.
कैंटीन वाले को भेजोगे सब उठाने के लिए? उसका ट्रे पड़ा हुआ है इधर।
Partnership now 60 of 47, giving away 8 runs of that over. Arun to continue. Arun from round the wicket, much fuller delivery. The moment the ball's bowled full, has created a few problems for the batsman. Jikesh going to the man at square, just asking. I guess there's absolutely no issue whatsoever with that action. They need to concentrate on playing the game and let the umpires do their job. The umpires are well versed with these rules, and in the meanwhile, a single being added to the total. Score moves on to 102. This time wide of the man at long on, and the first maximum of the innings. Score moves on to 108. Salman now trying to change gears. He's already reached 58 of 41. Jikesh now batting 27 of 24. 108 for 1. This time much slower delivery, and the keeper misses that one. Allows a run to be wait for the umpire signal. It's been a bye, so score moves on to 109. And a single towards short covers for score moves on to 110. Full toss, plays it towards a deep mid wicket, a single there, so triple Nelson. Score moves on to 111. Comes to an end. Hundred 11 for 1. A wild swing again, tucked him in again. Another edge. It goes towards, goes behind square. Allows that single. 112. Looping this one, inviting the batsman to play it in the air. Goes towards deep mid wicket. A single completed. Score moves on to 113. He's given away 15 runs of the 2.2 overs he's bowled. Crucial delivery coming up. We need to see what. In the air, the man at long on. And that's what you got to do. Stay calm and collect the ball. This is what he's done. Didn't rush himself. Made sure he had his eye on the ball, and a well judged catch sends Salman back, who ends his innings at 60 of 45 balls with 7 boundaries and a maximum. Christopher Rosario, who was part of the run out when the first wicket that they got, and this time managing to get, and Bala doing the right thing. He slowed that one, invited the batsman to play in the air, and Salman, who had a few edges going here and there, finally manages to find the man at long on. 113 for 2. Waiting for the new man to come in. PETROFAC won the toss and elected to take first strike. Jeevan Gangadharan, the player of the series from the previous tournaments, has a good reputation that he carries along with himself. He normally opens the inning, now deciding to come at number 4 today. Goes on the back foot, plays it towards covers. A good tussle on hand. You've got a slow left arm bowler you don't see many of them in this sort of, as Jeevan this time comes down the track and Bala tucking him up. This is the type of contest that we're looking as the ball versus the bat. Last ball of the over coming up. Tosses one, plays it towards covers. A slight misfield allows that single. Now this is what you don't do. The over could have has ended well, but probably with another dot ball, and keeps the batsman on 0, gives the other bowler that advantage, which has been lost. So a single to end the over. 114 for 2 allows Jeevan to get off the mark. He's 1 of 3. Bala completing a very good over. Given away 3 runs and 1 wicket in that. The wicket of Mohammad Salman. Six bowlers used so far. Surya to continue. Down the leg side, will never get that. He will never get bowling from down the wicket until you're too full and straight. Dot ball to start the over. This time well fielded off his own bowling, a couple of dot balls. So Jeevan is now 1 of 5. Trying to get on with that. We're coming towards this is the 15th over, and then we start the last 5 after the start of the next over. They will want to have a move on as Jeevan plays this over the bowler's head with soft hands, not too hard, making sure that the ball eludes the bowler. Gets a single, gets off strike, brings the captain back on strike. Score moves on to 115. Again, onto the pads, not so good bowling. The ball going towards the fine leg boundary. The fielder there unable to cut it off. So the pressure gets released. The moment you concede boundary after a few dot balls, this is what you got to not to do. You got to keep the pressure on. You can allow that single to go through, but leaving those boundaries is going to give more confidence to the batsman and dent your own confidence at the same time. Jikesh now moves on to 33. He's anchored the innings and allowed his partners much fuller, right under the bat, allows that single, the man at short covers coming towards, rather extra cover instead of short cover, extra cover comes towards his right and collects the ball. Score moves on to 120. Last ball of the 15th over, run rate of 8.09. Much fuller ball, much better. The moment you're bowled full, you've not considered many. End of the over, 120 for 2 at the end of 15. Oil and Gas Premier League Season 3 being played. Bala to continue his last over for the day. In the air, plays it over the man at mid-off. There's well fielded, just managing to put his boot. Not the ideal kind of stop, but still effective as of now. Gives away 2 runs there. Rather, it was a single. Jikesh was the one who had taken strike. Roxback cuts it towards the man at point. No run there. Needs to be seen when does Jeevan decide to go after the bowling. Probably doesn't want to take much chances against Bala and will want to target the last over this time. Comes down the wicket, converts it into a full toss. Plays it towards the man at long off for a single. Three balls done. He's 3.3 overs, 18 runs, and taken that wicket of Mohammad Salman. Nearly played onto his stumps and a dot ball. 122 for 2. A couple of balls more in his quota. Down the leg. Keeper misses that one. Wait for the umpire signal. The ball crashes the fence. It's 5 runs. That's absolutely criminal. He was bowling so well. All he needed was to complete the quota. The moment he bowled down the leg side, he has not got much support from his keeper and concedes 5 wides. Dents his analysis. His 3.4 overs have cost 23. Another couple of balls more left. 127 for 2. Full toss towards the man at mid wicket. Does the man take a catch? And not so good wicket taking delivery. He's taken that one, and the batsman, contemplating that it could be a no ball, has asked for a review.
स्पीकर वगैरह कहाँ है? अच्छा वहाँ चल रहा है,
वो इस पे विजन पे चल रहा है.
वहाँ से यहाँ आ रहा है, हम फ्री में मजा ले रहे हैं.
किसने कौन सी क्रीम लगाई? जॉनसन्स बेबी क्रीम की सुगंधदारी जैसे.
अच्छा
किसने लगाई है भाई? Out. All the reviews been taken and lost. The captain burns the review. He thought that it was going above waist height, and immediately, the moment the catch was taken, he asked for a review, and it wasn't to be. So Bala catches another wicket. 3.5 overs, at 23 runs, and the last ball of his. Seven for three. Newman in. Again down leg side. Wait for the umpire signal. Not so good bowling. Wanting to tuck the batsman up. Has given away a few runs. Will wait for the umpire signal. It's been called leg bias. Jaya Ganesh, the new man. So he remains on not of the one ball he's faced. Bala finishes his quota of 4 overs. Given away 23 runs and taken 2 wickets. He got the wicket of Mohammad Salman, and then on the penultimate ball of his spell, he got the captain Jikesh out caught and the boundary. So end of 16 overs, 129 is what they will want. For a short ball and deposits this one over mid wicket. Score moves on to 135. Is this the start of what he was looking for? It was a freebie with absolutely nothing on it. A half tracker hit me ball. This time much better. And score moves on to 130. He straight away now gets 13 of 11. He was running at 33.3 100. Drives it towards covers misfield there. SPIRA Power can think of full toss in the air and falls in no man's land for a single. So Jaya off the Ganesh off the strike. Over the man at long off. He can just be a spectator for the second maximum of the over. All Arun has done is just of it, but so far not to be. He's conceded 3 boundaries, 2 maximums and a boundary, and this time so the 150 coming up is 151 for 3, an over that has cost them 22. All the pressure that was exerted in the last few overs has been released in this over and handing the momentum back to PETROFAC. Jeevan now 24 of 14 with 2 boundaries and 2 maximums. Habib Mohammed coming into bowl. He's bowled 2 overs for 15. Down leg side and leg by being called, a single being given, and score moves on to 152. More so brings Jeevan on to strike. This is what SPIRA Power have to think about. How do you stop this man? The one way of doing is getting him it out. The other way is just keep him off strike. And they've been guilty. First ball they've given away. This time they succeeded in what I was saying before. The one way you can keep this man quiet is get him out, and his cameo comes to an end. He's out for 24 or 15. And some respite for the SPIRA Power. (152) for the loss of 4 wickets. The last man out, Jeevan, playing on to the stumps. End of an entertaining lock. The man taking strike. Sanup plays it off the inner half of the bat towards the bowler. Much Fuller plays it down towards the man at long off. He's off the mark with that single. Score moves on to 153. Down the leg side, a much better effort by the keeper this time. He didn't clean it, collect it cleanly, but made sure he doesn't give away that extra run that they've been leaking so far through the innings. And score moves on to 154. In the air, the man at long cow corner, misjudging that one, gives a single and not so good effort. Can see the second run as well. Score moves on to 156. The last ball of the 18th over coming up. Three of five and Sanu batting 1 of 2. Surya to bowl. The 19th over, he's given away 21 runs for the 3 overs that he bowled. Towards the man at long on. Happy to give away that single, not trying too hard. PW straight ball onto the stumps. Batsman doesn't want to review it. And Jia Ganesh has been out LBW. So Surya being rewarded for bowling full. That's what you do at the end of the innings. You don't bowl short. Try to keep it as full. The moment the batsman swings and misses, you always have a chance of getting a wicket. 158 for 5. PETROFAC, will they be happy to post 175? 170, 175. Shankar Velu, the man at number 7, taking strike for the first time, plays it towards point. The man there doesn't do well there, keeps it on to wanting to come back for the second. Is that a chance? And wait for the umpire signal. He goes for a review. Very good throw. The second was never on. The fielder had covers swooping down onto the ball, and one bounced into the bowler's hands. We'll have to wait and watch. Is Sanup in danger of being out here? Another 3 more matches to go in the day when all the 10 teams will be in action on day 1 of the Oil and Gas Premier League Season 3. The games to follow: Cummins Arabia, the champions, take on KSB Skywalkers. Caltrol Eagles will take on Supertech, and the final game of the day is Intertech versus Sparklet Spartans. As we wait for the third umpire's verdict out here. And he's been deemed out. So the 6th wicket down for PETROFAC. Sanup, the man, run out for 2 of 3 balls. Took that risky second run and paid the price for it. Brings Bhupesh on to the centre. Back in action again. This is the 4th ball of the over. In the air this time, wide of the man at gully. There's nobody behind square on the offside. So a boundary. Takes the score past 160 now. Score moves on to 162. 163 rather. There was a single taken off the previous ball with a run out. 2 more balls left in the over. Ravi Shankar batting 5 of 2. Bhupesh yet to take strike. 3.4 overs, 27 runs and 1 wicket. The 6 wickets to fall so far. Bala has got 2, Surya has got 1, Habib Mohammad 1 and a couple of run outs. And this time in the air towards the man at Gully. A single completed. So end of the last ball to go. 164 for 6. 1 more ball to go. 3.5 overs. He's given away 28 runs. Bhupesh plays it in the air. Falls short in the circle. Both the fielders from long on and cow corner coming in to was completed. 165 for 6. Not a very good sign that your best bowler has not been given that over. You do not go on seniority. You go on who has got the caliber to bowl. Iaz Ahmed is not your bowler for this occasion. It should have been Habib. Is somebody who doesn't have the full ball. He keeps bowling it short. It's going to allow the batsman that extra bit of time and space as we have a look at it. This time much fuller off the inner half of the bat. Goes towards deep backward square. The fielder there trying to field with his legs. Unfortunately, the SPIRA power fielders have been using their feet more than using their hands. Got to remember, this is a game of cricket where you use your hands and not your legs. This is not football. You need to bend down and field that ball, and the bowler pays the price for it. So score moves on to 169. Boundary considered of the first ball. Score moves once. This time much fuller. Gives away a single. Score moves on to 170. Reaching the 170. They'll be looking for another few more runs. Closer to 180 or more. Just to make sure that they are in complete control of this game. They're a champion side. SPIRA Power participating for the first time. Giving a good account for themselves. Apart from the misfields and the wides that they've given. This time much fuller ball. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 171. Now the 3 more balls left, barring any wides or no balls. Full toss, misfield by the keeper, and 4 byes is what the umpire is going to signal. The keeper has the liberty of having gloves, and if he is not able to collect, those are not good signs for any team. Score moves on to 175. Change in the field. The man at short third being sent back. He's brought in much for the man at covers. Extra covers being brought inside the circle. Shot. This is what I was talking about. No protection whatsoever. And Bhupesh going on one leg and sends it crashing towards the backward square leg boundary. So 179. At one stage 170 looked a bit difficult, and now with a ball to spare they've already reached 179. It's conceded 10 runs 14 runs of this over so far already, including the 4 byes. In the air, chance for the man at long off. A single being conceded, so they finished their 20 overs at 180 and an expensive 15 runs in the last over. He has completing his quota of 4 overs with 40 runs with no wickets to his credit. Brief look at the score: 180 for 6 in that allotted 20 overs. Anish and Salman started the innings. Anish was the first to go. 12 balls, he was run out. Mohammad Salman played 60 of 45. He was caught by Rosario of the bowling of Bala. Jikesh played a sedate anchor innings of 31 of 35 before he was caught at deep mid wicket. Jeevan Gangadharan played a cameo where he scored 21 runs of 1 over. He was out for 24 of 15 with 2 boundaries and 2 maximums. Jay Ganesh was out 3 of 6. He was LBW by Surya. Sanup also was run out the very next. Ravi Shankar, who made 7 of 4 with 1 boundaries, and Bhupesh coming and playing a short cameo 11 of 6. बैटरी सॉलिड खाती है ये भी यार। नहीं ये भी और ये भी फोन की भी बैटरी ऑन ही रखना पड़ता है ना पूरा टाइम। Check one. Ready? Welcome back. This is innings number 2 of the game between PETROFAC and SPIRA Power. PETROFAC winning the toss and electing to bat first. They made 180 for 6 in their 20 overs. And the first timers, SPIRA Power, will now attempt to score 181 in the 20 overs that's allotted. Jeevan Gangadharan to open the bowling. Man on strike, Ishfaq Dean, and his partner Christopher Rosario. Ishfaq Dean, 70 matches that he's played. He's got 101,382. And starts off with playing it towards deep third man. Single down. He gets off the mark. Satyan, the fielder there. There's a slip in place. There's a man at third man. And a man at fine leg. These are the two men outside. Christopher on strike down leg side. Wide. Sanup, the wicket keeper, making sure he gets a hand to it. Score moves on to 2. Jikesh, the captain, is at first tip. There's a man at gully. There's a man at point. Covers, extra cover. Rather, no, there's no extra cover. The man at mid off. There's a man at mid on and the man at square leg. On to the pads, and he's been given LBW straight away, squaring himself up. You check with him. His partner says that he was right in front of the stumps. Probably height could have been an issue, but no support from his partner, and he's been given LBW, zipped off the surface. That's what you do. You bowl up and you pitch it up to the batsman. Christopher was guilty of playing on the back foot. So the first wicket down, 2 for the loss of 1 wicket. Early setback for SPIRA Power.
इरफान भाई अपनी लाइन लेन ठीक करना चाह रहा है.
Iyaz Ahmed coming at number 3. He had opened the bowling for his team. Had given away 40 runs in the 4 overs that he's bowled. Coming to... wasn't ready when the bowler started his run up. Backed away. And Jeevan Gangadharan had to abort his run up. Luckily for him, he didn't injure himself, because there are times when you have to abort your run up and you're not sure when to stop. Jeevan. Another one, squaring him up. Ball just shaping away after it pitched, bowling it seam up. Interesting tussle. Squaring him up. That's the beauty of his bowling this time. Down the leg side, wanting to bowl him round the legs. He's tried it the previous time too. Last season, he managed to get a couple of wickets where the ball had just started deviating once it pitched outside the leg stump and coming in. The batsman will have to make sure that the line of defense as well. So another wide. The total score moves on to 3. A stroke towards the man at covers. No run. Point rather. No run there. Going out of the outer half of the bat. Lucky for him, didn't carry to the fielder at point. Three for the loss of 1 wicket. Chasing 181. Bowled him neck and crock. It was always on the cards. Ijaz was never comfortable with that pace. And slowly has to walk back. So 3 for the loss of 2 wickets in the first over. Ishfaq Din having to see 2 of his teammates come and go. One more ball left in. Surya, the man, coming at number 4. Last ball of the first over. Plays it with soft hands. Played more with the intent of survival rather than playing the ball on merit. So end of the first over. 3 for the loss of 2 wickets. 2 runs coming off the courtesy wide, and to Ishfaq, who's just faced 1 ball, will now take strike for the second over. Over number 2, Ishfaq on strike. Ashok, the bowler, starts off with the wide. Is considered this one, another play and a miss, nowhere in line of the ball, playing away from the body. There's no slip in place. There's quite a gap between the man at gully and the wicketkeeper. There's a man at third man. Another wide, trying to take the ball away from the batsman, erring in line this time. So 4 runs of the 5 that have been scored are off wides. There's only 1 run off the bat so far. On to the pads, plays it towards mid-on. There's a single there. He moves on to 2, score moves on to 6, brings Surya on to strike. Or not, he's just faced 1 ball. Again, swing, trying to play off the body. Satyan, the fielder there. There's a bye, there's wides rather. So 2 more extras. Score moves on to 8. Swing that is on off. Are left to right. It's coming from fine leg going towards covers. So you no run there, no attempt whatsoever to try to sneak a single if there's a chance. The batsmen are looking at survival out here rather than score runs. This is a T20 game. You need to show that intent. You need to make sure you are looking for runs. Trying to play away from the body again. Ball's dying down. That's why Jikesh has taken away himself from slips. He's brought himself on short covers. So just in case there's a drive that's slightly uppish, can bring him into play. Still an attacking field. Plays it with soft hands. The men inside the circle are prowling faster. They're not standing at the edge of the circle, they're walking in, so any chance of a cheeky single can be stopped. Score remains on 8. Is that the edge? No, it is. Again, a good ball. This time now Ashok now settling into a good line. End of the over. 8 for the loss of 2 wickets. Surya is batting on none of 1 ball. Ishfaq Dean batting 2 of 7. The men out. Christopher Rosario was LB. Bowling it into the pitch, gets a single. So Surya off the mark with that single. Score moves on to needing another 172 runs of the remaining 17.5 overs. In the air, over the man it covers. Will this be the first boundary of the innings? Not to be. 2 runs added to the total. The fact that the fielders had walked in a couple of steps allowed the ball to go over them. Double digits. Onto the pads, plays it towards fine. There's a single there. We'll wait for the umpire signal. It's been called a leg by. Score moves on to 12. Down leg side, asking for a caught behind. Brushed off the pad. This is what I was talking about. He has that knack of getting to come back from after pitching it outside leg stump. So you cannot relax yourself the moment you see it pitching out leg stump. You got to make sure your line of defense is there in case you don't get a bat to that. Again, plays it with soft hands, just happy to play him out, knowing that he's a very difficult customer. The if you could end up losing your wicket. From him. Surprising the batsman, he plays it well to find leg for that single. Continues. Surya on strike. away from the body, no foot moved the moment. By the time he brought his bat down, the ball was at past his bat, so no run there. Score remains on 13. Quite full, plays it towards point, no run there. Thirteen for over of the innings, the 6 over. And after that, the field restriction with as he squares him up, asking for. Bowler was confident, no support from the keeper. And that would have made the umpire sure that there was not edge whatsoever. So score moves on, remains on 13. That's a good over so far. He's kept the batsman quiet. They've been quiet through the innings so far. There's nothing fancy that they've done so far. And this time playing towards the man at short cover, no run. Probably would be thinking to see off the new ball and then chance a bit. But by then they would already be behind the 8 ball. They're already behind the 8 ball as of now, but no run so far. No run given. Hardly any effort by the batsman. While swaying too late, the ball already had crossed him. So a maiden, a rare maiden you see in T20 overs as the sun starts going behind the clouds and it starts getting a bit more windy. The loss of 2 wickets at the end of 4 overs. Surya batting 2 of 11, Ishfaq Dean batting 4 of 9. First bowling change come up. Anish, who had opened the innings for his side, is now coming as the first change bowler. This is the 5th over. Put a chance for the man at gully. Bhupesh drops it down, had forced himself onto the ball, so drops it. There's some high standards that PETROFAC have kept for themselves. Disappointed that they didn't latch onto that. A single. Score moves on to 14. Could have been a first ball wicket, but not to be a single considered. Score moves on to 14. The man goes hits it hard, but not able to cross the man at short mid wicket. Score remains on 14, and Surya remains on 2. trying to affect. Driving it down to the man at mid-on. No run there. Score remains on 15. Last ball of the 5th over. Onto the pads, and yes, this one's quite full, and the batsman straight away reviewing. It's been reviewed. Unfortunately, there are no reviews for LBW, so the decision remains. $15 for the loss of 3 wickets. Ishfaquddin's laborious innings comes to an end. He's out for 13 balls that he faced. Boss, be careful. Balaji Rammurthy, the new man. $166 more runs required in 90 balls. They're 15 for 3 at the end of 5. Sorry looking scorecard for the debutants. Surya on strike. He's batting 3 of 13. Mohammad Salman, second change. Wild swing by the batsman, nowhere close to the ball. Ball nestling into the keeper's gloves. As we see the sun again coming out. It's been a bit of a cat and mouse today with the sun hiding behind the clouds on quite a few occasions. In the air, not sure the fielder's coming. Chance. Both the fielders from covers coming in, and so from deep point. Luckily for them, no. To 16. The last thing is you want to get injured. As we see the first left-hander in the game. Down the leg side will be called a wide, so another extra to the total. Score moves on to 17. Again down leg side will be called a wide again. Salman now not able to get his line right with the left right combination. And he's bowling from round the wicket. He's bowling slightly with a rounder action. If he bowls in a bit straight, he could be targeting the off stump and bringing the ball back in. Full toss, unable to connect it, sends it to the man at mid-off. No run there. Again, driving it down towards the man at mid-off. No run there. Score 18 for the loss of 3. They required 11.37 per over. As he drives this one, unable to get up. There's the third time that he's played a full toss right into the hands of the man at mid-off. Last ball of the over. This is the last ball of the power play. This time cuts this one. There's a man at extra covers there to do the was nice. Truly being bossed by PETROFAC. Salman starts off with the wide. Extras reaching double figures. 9 wides and 1 leg by. PETROFAC cannot take this lightly. You never know when such runs might come into the final analysis. As Balaji turns this towards square, score moves on to 20. Salman to Surya trying to play it with all the force, just managed to get an inside edge towards short fine. No run there. Oh, beaten all ends up. Clears his leg to play towards mid wicket. No contact, and the ball goes into the keeper's gloves. Score remains on 20. On to the pads. Umpire not interested. Wait for the signal. That's a leg by. So score moves on to 21. Plays this towards short of covers. There's a single there. 1 run completed. Will come back for the second. Jikesh not doing a good job there. He concedes that extra run. Score moves on to 24. Last ball of the 7th over coming up. single completed. Score moves on to 25. Surya batting 4 of 18 and Balaji batting 5 of 7. Satya coming into bowl now. Balaji facing Satyan. Down leg side will be called wide. Yes, both the teams today have been guilty of bowling a lot of extra balls. Another wide adding to the total. Score moves on to 27. Plays it softly towards the man at short third. No run there. Score remains on 27. Again, another wild swing. No run. Score remains on 27. So plays it now towards the man at long on. A single. Score moves on. Tossed up delivery. Plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. So Satya now trying to run through his over faster. He bowled wide. Bhupesh Karthik to power this innings. So with the left and right combination, the fielding change makes it difficult for the bowlers as well as the captains to set the field. Satya coming in to point, tossing this up and misses it completely and is bowled. Played a bit too soon. The ball came in a bit slow and right at the base of middle stump. So the fourth wicket down, 32 for 4 at the end of 8.2 overs. Man out. Balaji out for 6 of 10 balls. Habib Mohammed, the new man, coming at number 6. Right hand batsman facing Bhupesh, who bowls it quite flatter and sends this to his deep point. He's off the mark with that single score, moves on to 33. Surya taking strike. Plays it back towards the bowler. Dot ball. Score remains on 33. 8.4 overs completed. Is that a stumping? Wait for the umpire. Umpire says not out. So it will be interesting if they want to go in for a review. They asked for a review. A late call. Trikesh wanted to make sure his keeper is aware about it, and they go in for a review for a stumping. 33 for 4, 8.5 overs. We wait for the umpire's verdict. Well, the umpire's verdict, it's not out, so score remains on 33 for 4. Last ball of the over coming up. Been called a wide, so score moves on to 35. Plays it towards the man at long on for a single, so some score to a respectable ending. 9 overs complete, 35 for the loss of 4 wickets. Start of the 10th over. Misfield by the bowler of his own bowling, but Habib not interested in that run. So the Surya, that was. Plays it wide of the man at long on, and the first boundary of the bat of Surya. He's seen it for quite some time. This one was in the slot, clears his front leg and sends it towards the long on boundary. So first boundary of the innings. Score moves on to 39. Down leg side, will never get that. Surya shaping to play repeat the previous stroke, but this time the ball was not quite full, so his chance of a cotton ball. Satya doesn't go for it, and the ball races towards the long off boundary. So back-to-back boundaries for SPIRA Power, managing to get a bit more power this time in their shots. He collected 2 boundaries, so 8 runs coming off the 4 balls this time. Plays it towards the right of mid wicket. There's a single there. We'll wait and see whether they collect a single. So 9 runs of the over so far. This is the best over that they had so far. 44 for 4. Last ball eludes the bowler again, and a single to end that. Over 10 overs gone, 45 for the loss of 4 wickets. अच्छी साइड है साला, इतना टाइम ले रही है।
इम्तियाज को ही भेजेंगे, जो भी हो जाए मारने के लिए, पावर प्ले मारने के लिए उसका नीचे तो
बहुत टाइम ले रहे हैं यार पेट्रोफैक का।
विनीत का है,
विनीत अंदर है ना?
विनीत के 4 मैच फील्डिंग पे गए।
हाँ फील्डिंग पे थोड़ी बाहर
क्या बोला लंच का क्या प्रोग्राम है उसका?
पूछना पड़ेगा
और यहाँ है भी नहीं आज।
यार। ये भी इतना टाइम लगा रहे हैं यार।
हाँ ये जल्दी खत्म होने का मैच को डिले कर।
अरे नहीं, वो तो खुद जिकेश फास्ट आई मीन लाइक लड़के लोग भागने को ही तैयार नहीं है, सब लोग ऐसे पैदल चल रहे थे, गार्डन में आए हुए हैं यार। अरे बट बड़ी टीम दिखाना भी तो चाहिए ना, बड़ी है यहाँ पे थोड़ी करने हैं। No, जीवन faster guys, what you guys are professionals or what? You're walking in the park man, seriously. Faster guys, faster. Mohan Kanti, the new man, comes at number 7. Plays it in the air, man at deep mid, short mid wicket, and a one-handed catch by the captain. Not a ball that should have got a wicket. It should have been deposited over the mid-wicket fence, but unfortunately got it onto the splice of the bat and straight goes to short mid-wicket, where Jikesh paddled back and took a one-hander. So the 6th wicket down. 46 for 6. Mohan Kanti surviving just the one ball. Newman Azhar coming to face the hat-trick ball. Bhupesh 1.3 overs, given away 6 runs and he's got 3 wickets. He's on a hat-trick now. Batsman playing it back to the bowler, so no hat-trick there. Score remains on 46 for 10.4 overs completed. Leg spinner this time plays it towards wide of short cover, so another single. Score moves on to 47. Azhar off the mark with the single. He's one of 2 balls. Habib Mohammed, the partner, is batting 3 of 3. Oh, lucky for him. It's gone down leg side. He was just watching the ball. Had it spun a little more, gone on to hit the leg stump. So not to be. Score moves on to 48. Sorry, 47. And end of the 12th over. 11th over rather. 48 for 6 at the end of 11. Bhupesh 2 overs, 8 runs, 3 wickets. Bowling change. Arvind comes in. He's also another leg spinner. Bowls the first one. Batsman plays it down towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 49. Needing another 132 of the remaining 53 balls. Wanting to cut this one, but not to be. So a dot ball. Plays this one towards point. A misfield there by Satyan allows that single. So 50 coming up. 50 for the loss of 6 wickets at 11.3 overs. Plays this towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 51. Six of 11.4. Tossed up delivery, played onto the stumps, and another one to fall. It's 51 for 7. Umpire immediately asking for the next batsman to walk in. Man out, Habib Mohammed. He is bowled for 4 of 7. New man Azhar, the captain, coming in at number 9. Azhar, the captain, taking strike. Last ball of the over. Looping delivery. Plays it towards the man at short covers. End of the over. $51 for 7 at the end of 12 overs. Rahul was actually come, and Azhar was the one who was batting at number 6. Jikesh, the captain, now coming in, plays it towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 52. Plays on the back foot, plays it again towards short cover, no run there. Remains. Full toss, plays it towards deep mid wicket. The fielder there, Ashok, doing the fielding. Single conceded. Score moves on to 53. Called the dot ball. Azhar on strike. Another dot ball. 2 quick dot balls. 1 more ball to go. Jikesh for once starting to poke, trying to complete his over as early as possible. Probably get a wicket or 2. But as of now, he's done well to keep that over rate in check. As a single to concede in the last ball. 13 gone, 54 for the loss of 2 wickets. Sorry, 54 for 7. Arvind to continue his wicket. The Oil and Gas Premier League Season 3 being played here at the Eagle Sports Ground. 10 teams in the competition as Arvind bowls a loopy ball, and this time the batsman Azhar plays it over the bowler's head for a single towards long on. Wanting to pull this one towards backward square, but no connection, so ball remains. Score remains on 55. Shot this time, plays it over the man at short cover. They get a single. Good throw onto the stumps. So score goes on to 56 for 7. Another looping delivery missed by the keeper as well. So by against the keeper's name. We wait and see whether the batsmen come back. Do they come back for Scores moves on to 56. Goes back, plays it towards long off. Last ball of the 14th over. It'll be interesting to see if Jikesh brings back his strike bowlers to try to finish off this innings faster. This time plays it in the air towards the mid-wicket boundary. The fielder there, so it's still managing to make sure that they don't give away any free runs, although they are well in control of this game. 60 for 7 at the end of 14. Rahul batting 3 of 6. Azhar batting 7 of 11. Surya, the top scorer, 17 of 32 balls that he faced, as another one missed by the wicketkeeper, blinded by the batsman who had walked across his stumps. So 2 more runs was considered signaled as leg by the umpire. On to 62, 20. Ping- 64 for 7. Wanting to cut this one, this time slightly faster one. Dot ball. Looping this one, go Rocky onto the back foot and plays it back. The bowler does the fielding of his own bowling. Score remains on 64. Driving this one towards mid wicket. A single there. Of the 15th over coming up. Coming up. The bait, plays it with soft hands. End of the over, 65. 116 required of the remaining 30 balls. Eight bowlers used in the inning so far. Arvind comes back to bowl, plays it down back to the long on fielder. Single there, score moves on to 66. 66. Backing and trying to play it over extra cover. No contact whatsoever. Ball goes into the keeper. Close, 66 for 7. Another swing and a miss. Score remains on 66. Azhar batting 7 of 14. Rahul batting 7 of 12. All they have done is they have managed, succeeded in doing is keeping PETROFAC onto the park as much as possible. As another chance for run out, and Jikesh misses that one. Another swing and a miss, a full toss. Last ball of the 16th over coming up. 66 for 7. Just one run coming off the over so far. A dot ball to end the over is completed. Sorry, that was Jai Ganesh who had come into bowl. 1 over, he's given away 1 run. 16 gone. 66 for 7. Bhupesh, 2 overs, 8 runs, 3 wickets. He comes into bowl his third over. In the air, chance for the man at long on. And a drop catch. Wait for the umpire signal. Is that a 6? It's a boundary. So what could have been his 4th wicket has culminated into a boundary.
रिस्टार्ट हुआ हो गया
70, the third boundary of the innings, in coming on the 17.1 overs. This time back to the bowler, and this time he takes that one. Cotton ball, telling his captain that I can bowl spin and I can bowl medium pace as well. Salman had dropped a catch of his bowling of the previous ball, and this time he manages to hold it off his own bowling. So 70 for 8.
खुद से ऑन नहीं हो रहा आया नहीं मेरे पास
Arun, the new man. Arun taking strike to the first ball, asking for an LBW, and he's bowled him. Number 5, wicket number 5. He's got the second time he's got 2 wickets of consecutive balls. Problems aplenty for Jikesh to decide who is his strike bowler as on date. You bank on Jeevan to get you those wickets, and then you suddenly have Bhupesh coming in and taking 3 of from with leg spin and 2 of medium pace, and well on course to make it a 6 with a hat trick if he gets one of the next ball. Last man Bala coming in to take strike. $70 for 9 of 16.3. Hat-trick balls. Second time that he is on a hat-trick, and the batsman surviving that one. Denied a hat-trick the second time in the asking. Four overs complete. 70 for 9. Coming down the wicket, playing it towards mid-off. Single being stolen there. 71 for 9. Balaji off the mark with that single. Let's that one go. End of the over. 17 gone. 71 for 9. Azhar on 7 of 18 and Balaji 1 of 1. 1 of 2 rather. Shailesh Gopal Krishnan. Full toss, plays it towards long on for a single. The 10th bowler being used in this innings, except the wicketkeeper. Everybody's got a chance to bowl. Is missing that one. Lucky that it didn't hit the stumps, so another dot ball. 72 for 9, 17.2 overs. This one will surely be called a wide, way too down leg side. Score moves on to 73. Full toss, plays it towards long on, another single there. Score moves on to 74. Balaji taking strike is 2 of 3. Comes down the wicket. Is that a stumping? And yes, that's been given. That's the end of the game. So Shailesh gets a wicket. He's given away 3 runs and taken 1 wicket. 74 all out and a comprehensive 106 runs victory for PETROFAC in their opening encounter against newcomers SPIRA Power.
ब्रीफिंग दे देना था ब्रीफिंग दे देना तुम लोग हैंडशेक करो जब तक ब्रीफिंग दे दो
ऊपर प्रिंटर वो आ रहा है मित्सुबिशी बस उसको प्रिंट है
So top scorer for the team in terms of bat was 17. Which was doing the maximum scoring for SPIRA Power, 21 runs. We look at the scorecard, not a happy scene. Habib Mohammed 4 of 7, and Mohan was out first ball without scoring. Azhar, the captain, 8 of 20. Rahul 11 of 14 with one boundary. Arun was out first ball. He was caught by Bhupesh of the bowling of Katyal. Balaji was the last man, stumped for 2 of 4 balls. As we have the bowling card, 10 was the one who gave away 30 runs and 5 wickets. So 106 runs victory for SPIRA Power.
अभी तो मैं कर रहा हूँ, अभी तो मैं आ गया, आप करा नहीं थे मुझे वक्त था कि बता ये सीने शराब टॉस करा दे आवाज दोनों टीम चलना पड़ेगा ना। हाँ तो इधर आ जाओ, मैं बुला रहा हूँ, अंदर चलना पड़ेगा ना भाई उसके लिए। और तुम ओ गेम इधर है, टॉस इधर कर लेते हैं।
अरे उधर वो लाइव उधर नहीं चलेगा।
अगर वो मैन ऑफ द मैच देने का तो यहाँ सामने ग्राउंड पे
सामने पे दे दो।
सिर्फ दीवार अब बना दो ट्रॉफी तो हम इधर दे रहे हैं, आप लिंक बना दो। हाँ तब तक हम पास के लिए आ रहे हैं, आप इधर से बोलो ये रेडी, हम कैप्टन को अंदर लेके आएंगे। आप यहाँ से ये बोले
उधर तो ये करवा लो ना, मैन ऑफ द मैच करवा दो ना।
हमारा ड्यूटी हम कर रहे हैं।
अरे वो भी तो रिकॉर्ड होएगा।